Hey, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm Wood. In this series, we're comparing two accounts that I started at the same time on the same day, and I'm playing the same way with one major difference. One account is free to play, the other has a monthly spending budget of $50. It's Day99, and it's time to chase some souls. Thank you for joining me on Day 99. There's a green border around the free-to-play account today, an orangish border around the budget account, and then when we go to the main account, there will be a kind of a reddish border around that, just to keep things clear. Free-to-play, we are going to participate in the Soul Chase tournament. A lot of stuff going on in the game right now, not just the fusion, but we've got this special champion training tournament where if you are at the top of that tournament, you can get a 5-star soul for ninja, minimum 15,000 points. That's the thing to remember. I mean, you have to get all the way. That's a lot of points to get in a 3-day tournament. It's a ton of points to do on champion training. And I've started doing that tournament just a little bit just to get some of these rewards. I don't know that we'll be able to work our way up. I would at least like to get the legendary book on both accounts, but I think that's going to be a tall order. Easier to do on the budget account than the free-to-play, obviously, but yeah, I'm gonna look into it and see what we can do. But yeah, 15,000 is pretty out of reach for this account, just because we've got a pretty low gem count right now. But Soul Chase we can do, and the thing about Soul Chase, if you get lucky, you can get all the way up. All you have to be is lucky twice, and you can get all the way up to the top of these rewards. But most of the time, that's not going to happen. We're going to have a hard time just getting the gems, probably. I'd like to get the epic book. I mean, obviously, I'd like to get all the rewards, but it's not realistic with the number of soul stones we have. We did finish the Sand Devil tournament. I'm just showing you since I'm right here. We did finish the Sand Devil tournament on both accounts, on the budget and the free-to-play. And got our prisms. So we've got the one prism. I'm not sure we'll be able to get the second free prism summon just because that's a lot of Dungeon Divers points to get. We've got that one available to us in Dungeon Divers. And we do have a Fire Night tournament starting tomorrow. Because there's so much going on, I'm probably just going to have to pick and choose, where I go. But yeah, that's a lot of points for Dungeon Divers. So let's chase some souls and see what we get. This is on the free to play. I'm going to pull one of the mortals. Let's see what we have. One mortal soulstone. Don't let me forget to go back and do it. Oh, it's a legendary right off the bat. It's a 1-star Calvalax. We do not have Calvalax on this account. I don't have a Calvalax on any of my accounts, any of the 3 that I'm playing right now. All right, let's do a 10 pull. We'll just get through this quick. No reason to drag it out, right? War Maiden. 1-star, an Ornn. I do have Ornn on one of the accounts. I can't remember which one. Morag. Morag's a really good champion. We got a 1-star Fellhound. I think I already had that. Yeah, not many points there. Well, that didn't do too much for us on points. Well, we can awaken our War Maiden. So that's 1-star. We can put Phantom Touch on her. This is the one copy of War Maiden that I am going to keep. The reason I haven't built that War Maiden on this account, of course, is because I have a Stag Knight on this free-to-play account. All right, let's pull the Immortal, and then we'll see where we are on points. I'm a little dejected, little disappointed. What do we got? A 3-star Grandmaster. I would not build a Grandmaster. Not exciting either. Look at that. We already have a 5-star Shamail. That's interesting. Yeah, I forgot that we had a 5-star Shamail on this account. So if we do end up pulling a Shamail, that'll be nice. And you can see up here, I got up to the 3-star of the Mithrala for this free-to-play account. So that's where we're at. Let's see what rewards we got. So we did get the 300 energy. That will help us, whether I decide to keep going with the champ training tournament or, feed that all into Fire Night. It's going to depend on what I decide to do with the free-to-play here. So let's head over to the budget account after that kind of disappointment. We're not angry. We're just disappointed. I have one more mortal soul stone on the budget account than I have on the... Oh, I can get 2. We have 2 more than we had. I was lucky enough to get a cold heart a week and a half ago, and we were able to 6-star the cold heart on the free-to-play account with the champ training tournament starting. All right, we'll do 3 if I can remember. 3 mortal soulstone pulls on the budget account. What do we? There's a dog or a dwarf. It's a dwarf and it's a painsmith. I know we do have a painsmith on this account. Well, yeah, you can see it. It's right there. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that little symbol means that you have the champion. Not a dog or a dwarf. That's an assassin. Assassin's kind of useless for Shadowkin. And a halberdier. All right, 110 pull of mortal soulstones for the budget account. We have a skirmisher. There's a legendary. It's a 2-star Gaius. I love Gaius. I think he's a great champion. Okay, we got a 1-star Slixus. You know, the funny thing is we already have a 5-star Slixus. I should probably change that in the wish list. And a 6-star, we got a Myrmidon. You don't get very many points for the 6-star rares. But yeah, 2-star Gaius, that's... If we could pull a Gaius, that would be a nice champion. I love Gaius. He's so good in Arena. But there's so many cleansers now and everything in Arena. But yeah, I still use him quite often. Yeah, that was something I should have changed in the wish list. For some reason, I didn't even think about the fact that I already do have a 5-star on Slixus. So yeah, that was a mistake. I should probably choose a different epic. I think I'll go with Urigrim. Because we have a Zavia, a Poison Exploder, Urigrim can solo some stuff, and so we could use Zavia as the wave clear and use Urigrim to set the stage with the poisons. And because we also have a Myceliac Priest Ornn, if I built those 2, I think that would be enough poisons to set the stage, and then Zavia, if she goes twice, and then because we also have Kymar in this account, luckily enough, then we could... Yeah, we could probably do a poison explosion strategy for wave clear, and then maybe have Urigrim finish off solo. That might be a good strategy. So, yeah, I think Urigrim's way to go. Let's see what we get with this Immortal Soulstone. I'm a little... Oh, it's a legendary, and it is a... Wow, 4-star Narcissus. I love Narcissus. I don't have one. He was a guaranteed. And he's a great boy. He's a nightmare to face in live arena, or anywhere in arena. He's a nightmare. Yeah, I'd love to have a copy of him. So we will hang on to that soul. Selling these souls back, there's not very much return. Let's see what you get for a 4-star. Yeah, 75 coins. That's enough to get 1 essence, one of the large essence. I mean, it's just not worth selling. So it's a good idea to hold on to all those. And you can see I was able to get the 4-star for the Mithrala, and we got some more Mithrala fragments on this account also. We're starting to get chests for Hydra, so that's a good thing as well. On our points, I think we're probably in the same... Oh, we did get up to the gems, so that's good. Yeah, getting those legendaries is helpful to get a few more points. So we got up to the gems, we got the energy. That'll be helpful for us in the champ training. I'll just show you where we are in champ training here. I've made a little more progress on this account, but yeah, it's been quite a grind for the champ training just today. It just started about half a day ago. And then, like I said, we did get the Sand Devil finished, so we got our prism. So we will have at least 1 prism to summon. So on Friday, I'll do another video, and we'll see what the champ chase looks like. If it is indeed 2 times on ancient shards, I'll go ahead and I'll pull ancient shards. So the other thing that we've been doing on the budget account is working on Slixus a little bit. I think he's going to be our new arena nuker for a while until I'm able to get Zavia all the way booked. But yeah, he's, I got him up to 50. We're going to make him our next 6-star. Packmaster performed very well in Orcs Faction Wars yesterday, and helped me get quite a few more stars on Faction Wars. We're doing pretty well on that. And then you can see here above my head, I've got 4 copies of the rare for the fusion ready to go, just so that we can summon one of the epics. We'll be doing that on the Champ Chase tournament as well, so that just because I want to have a copy of that epic. I think he's going to be a good champion to have. Yeah, so it's just steady as she goes on both the accounts. I just wanted to open the stones since we had a double chance of getting rank, not rarity, but getting more stars. Yeah, you can see here the mortal soul stones had a 3% chance of getting a 5-star and a 1.5% chance of getting a 6-star, and then a 12% chance with the immortal soul stones of getting a 6-star. They didn't actually raise it to give you a better chance to get a 5-star, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, there's no benefit for this event for pulling eternal soul stones, other than if you want to get the rewards from the tournament. So if you want to get these rewards from the tournament by pulling your Eternals, but just knowing that if you do have Eternals and you are pulling those, you don't have an extra chance of getting more stars. So yeah, if you decide to do that, we have a little bit over a day left on that. So if you do decide to do that, if you haven't done it already, if you have, let me know in the comments what you got and if you got anything interesting or good. And I'm going to go over to my main account now and pull the stones that I have for the main account. And so if you're not interested in that, in what I'm doing over there, then I will say thank you for your kind attention and all other kinds of attention. I've been Wood and I appreciate you. But if you'd like to see what I'm doing on my main account, I'll be happy to show you that, just since we're here. So it's so I have 50 of the stones. I haven't done the Iron Twins yet today, so I could get probably one more, but let's just go ahead and pull the 50 that I've got here now. Did get, I think, usually we get about 10 for Hydra. Oh, there's a mythical, a 3-star Toshiro, a 4-star Kale, or Kael, depending on how you want to say it. Ooh, a 6-star Ayla. That's nice. Good. That was on my wish list. Don't ask me what. It's for City of Centranos. She actually figures into a couple areas there that I like to use her. Yeah, that's great. That's a good, and that's quite a few points too. I didn't even see, but another 10 pull. 2-star Cold Heart. I already have two Cold Hearts that are 6 stars. So very lucky on that one. Infernal Baroness 3-star. Gerhard the Stone 3-star. Nothing too interesting there. Renegade, Araness, 4-star Maruka. I don't find her that useful. Yeah, Paragon's on my wish list, but I need more stars than just one. 3-star Dagger. I haven't built my Dagger. I think War Maiden is more useful than Dagger, although Dagger, there's a give and take there. 2-star Timmet on the legendary and 2-star Grohack. 3-star Bareth. I think I've got him higher than that. Yeah. Yeah, and Ripper, I know I have more stars than that on my Ripper. Okay. So I get to awaken my Giscard, the Sigiled. I didn't know that I didn't have any stars on him yet, so yeah, so that'll awaken him 1 star. Probably put Cruelty on him. Yeah, and this gives us a 6-star for Ayla. Oh, and that's 1 more star for my Baroth, the Blood-Soaked. So, yeah, Baroth the Blood-Soaked figures into a couple of stages on Centranos also. Yeah, it's funny that how many champions we now have use of that we didn't have any use for before. When they put the Cursed City on there, it made a whole bunch of champions viable that we didn't have any kind of viability for. So, well, 3rd star for my Dagger in case I ever do build her. To me, it makes more sense to awaken these champions that I may build in the future for some reason than it does to sell the souls back, just because you don't get very many coins for selling them back. The utility of having the champion with a soul on it, just in case you might ever use it, to me outweighs the benefit of getting the few coins that you get. All right, so 1 more 10 pull of Mortal Soul Stones, and then we'll do our Eternal. No, we'll do our Immortal, not Eternal. I don't have any Eternals. Tolf the meme. Actually, it's funny. Everybody hates on Tolf. I was able to complete Orc Faction Wars with a level 50 Tolf. So I have a special place in my heart for Tolf. Do I use him anywhere else now? No. I don't even use him in Faction Wars anymore. But when I first started the the Orcs Faction War, he figured in. So he was useful for something. At least it was Faction Wars. All right, 1 Immortal Soulstone. Come on, let's get something really, really good just for the nope. It's a 3-star fencer. Okay, well that was disappointing. Yeah, see, you can see here I've already got a 4-star for Tolf in case I ever want to build Tolf again, to a higher level than I already had. In fact, what I think happened, I had a Tolf, I used him to defeat Faction Wars. 5-star chickens were rare. I used him as a chicken. And then I got another copy of him and I thought, well, I'll hold on to him just in case. He has this attack where he can deplete 50% of the target as long as it's not a boss. And so I think that actually can be useful if you've got a target that, but it's a very niche thing to do, and he really doesn't have a lot of utility outside of that. But yeah, I did use him for that because in one of the stages I was having a hard time. They were doing a lot of healing. There's this one stage of Faction Wars that has a couple of Thinacils and what's her name? I'm gonna find her name. A couple of Thinacils and a couple of Cethalias, I think it was, and I was having trouble with all of them healing each other and cleansing off debuffs and stuff. I used Tolf to have their HP on one of the targets, and then was able to focus on that one until they died, and then I was able to get the rest of that wave down. So, it's a very early game thing to do, but it worked. I'm just going to take a look here quick and see where I got to. Okay, I got up to the Epic Book. We may get a few more of these stones over the next day or so. In fact, like I said, I haven't done Iron Twins yet on the main account yet, so I'll do that. So I hope you're well. I hope you had good luck on your Soulstone summons. If you did that, I think this is the right time to do it. So if you've been holding off and, deciding whether or not to do it, I think this is, if you want my opinion, I think it's the right time to do it. Just because they do have the Soul Chase tournament, and if you get lucky and get something really good, there's quite a few really nice rewards here to get, and so I think it is a good idea to do, and it's kind of fun. We didn't get anything very impactful for either of these accounts, so I hope you hit the jackpot on your summons. I hope you got something good that you can actually use. That's the problem with some of these Soulstones. You can get a 6-star for a champion that either you don't use or one that you don't even have, and it just adds a whole nother layer of RNG to the game. But it is really, really fun and exciting when you get something that you can use that's going to be impactful on your account in some part of the game that you're trying to make progress on. But I'm going to let it go there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your kind attention and all other kinds of attention. I've been Wood, and I appreciate you.